Hello, 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 and welcome to the Cup Ringside, where we give you the best seat in the house on all things WWE, and we're giving you the best seat in the house on all things SmackDown. Yes, yes, I am your girl Lana, your resident ego diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Purr. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I am not drinking anything because I just had my dinner, so I'm perfectly fine. But what I am not fine about is, well, what I'm fine about is merch. I'm fine about the cup merch, the cup mug, and all of our other cup merch that you can have. It's a panel full of cup mugs. It's a panel full of cup mugs. And you can get your cup merch and any of our cup mug or any of our cup merch at LanaG'sCreations.etsy.com. The link will be in the description below. We have some new things in there, so if you haven't checked it out, you should do so like now. And we have a new drop of merch dropping tomorrow, Sunday, June 16th. Yeah, June 16th tomorrow. Some new cup merch and other merch. So check all of that out in the Etsy shop. And yeah, get your cup merch. We do ship internationally and domestically here in the US, Canada, and Mexico. So there are no excuses. Get your cup merch, period. I am here to talk about SmackDown June 14th episode. The one right before Clash of the Castle. By the time I'm recording this, though, Clash of the Castle has already happened, so I won't talk about that. Won't give you any spoilers. That's coming up later on. That's coming out tomorrow. So you might want to check that out too. So, and if you don't want to miss any of our content, because me and the panel, who we all discuss and all have passion about wrestling, we are all here to talk about it, and we're going to talk about everything. So you should subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our content. We have weekly content about SmackDown, Raw, and NXT every week, so you won't want to miss that. So, and then we have our other content, our mid-card content, where we talk about documentaries, where we talk about we do top 10 lists, some greatest lists, some tier lists, and some other great ideas that we have. So be on the lookout for that. So keep subscribing to this channel. I ain't too proud to beg. I know we are a new channel and we're trying to grow our subscriptions up and get into the algorithm. So hit the subscribe button. We appreciate you. Please, please, and please, if you're a wrestling fan and you want to hear about all things wrestling, we got you. We got you. So, well, really all things WWE. And if we continue to grow, we'll talk about more wrestling companies and all of the things. So we got you. And then we also have 3 other channels you can subscribe to. All of those links will be in the description below in our link tree. So go and click and subscribe to all of those our channels. And our membership channel is out, so you can get early access and exclusive content across all 4 channels of the Cup Network. And it's either here or on Patreon because, yeah, if you subscribe where you want. And we have all our audio links, so you can check out all of our audio links. And if you just want to hear us on the go, so check all of that out. Now, all of that is out the way. Let's talk SmackDown, because SmackDown was in Glasgow, Scotland, and Friday before Clash at the Castle. And so we have Friday SmackDown there in Glasgow. And it starts off with, of course, the many, many shots of Glasgow, the beautiful country of Scotland. It was beautiful. I personally love when WWE have events in other countries, so we can see, for those who can't necessarily get to Scotland or would dreamed of one day going to Scotland, we can see what we got going on before we get there. It's like a see before you go kind of thing. And I enjoyed it. I love overseas pay-per-views because I get to watch in the afternoon and still have the rest of my night to chill and enjoy. So I love it. And having SmackDown in Glasgow was beautiful. It's a beautiful country. I'm excited. I was excited to watch Clash at the Castle, and I can't wait to talk about that. But right now, the crowd was good. This is another reason why I love going overseas, because the crowds are really, really good. They're very open and excited, because they don't get a whole lot of WWE content coming over there all the time, especially something like this, which happens once a year. So I'm excited to the crowd was excited, so it made the show a little bit more exciting. The first match we had was Naomi versus Chelsea Green. And Bailey came out with Naomi. The crowd loved that. They was popping with Naomi. They were singing for Bailey. They were booing Chelsea. They were cheering Piper, because Piper is from Scotland, so they love her. It was a match of great athleticism from Naomi, great timing and skill from Chelsea. It was very much good versus evil, good versus bad, and the crowd was playing into the parts. It was like everything Naomi did, they popped for. Everything Chelsea did, they booed for, and it was enjoyable. It was a good match. Bailey prevented Piper from interfering in the match, which caused Naomi to get the win over Chelsea, I was very happy, because I was very tired of seeing Naomi lose in these matches. But it was a good match. It was decent. It was a decent match. I think we all know how good Naomi is, period. So she wasn't going to let us down on that front. She gave us great athleticism, and it was great. It was great. It was good for her. Chelsea is a good wrestler. I enjoy watching Chelsea wrestle. I want to see her wrestle more, and them showing just how much skill she has, because I watched her when she did her went back to NXT, and that match she did at NXT was really, really good. And so I was shocked, because we haven't seen that on the main roster from Chelsea. So I was very shocked to see that kind of skill level come from her, and I would love to see more of that on the main roster. And she did really good. So I'm looking at my notes, so let me sorry if I'm looking away. But then we had Grayson Waller and Austin Theory hosts an episode of the Grayson Waller Effect with Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, and we saw Johnny was coming at Grayson like, you're trying to plant some seeds of doubt into Theory about his relationship with Grayson Waller, and was like, you don't really appreciate him. He's not really your friend. He pulled you in front of me to take that suicide dive, and he rolled the footage, and Grayson Waller was like, no, don't roll the footage. Don't roll the footage. Don't roll the footage. She's like, roll the footage. And he rolled the footage, and to see that he did indeed pull him in front of the suicide dive last week. The segment, of course, ended in a fight. Always does. Always ends in a fight. And we saw Theory take 2 shots that were meant for Waller to further bring tension between them. I just can't wait for them to lose the belts to Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, and then Austin Theory turns on Grayson Waller. That's what's going to happen, and then they'll have a feud for a while, which I'm fine with. I just need the belts off of them and then break this up, because let's just be done with it. I'm over it. I'm over Grayson Waller and Austin Theory together. I think I would like them a little bit more separate, even though I don't think I'm gonna like them that much. But separate, I can deal. Together, no, not for me. Not for me. But then the next match was Apollo Crews versus Santos Escobar. Because it was supposed to be a match last week with Apollo Crews and Angel Garza, but that something happened and it got canceled and screwed up or whatever. But this match was supposed to be for retribution for what happened last week, or the week before last, and now he was going to face Santos Escobar, and he was taken surprise. He Cruz and Escobar just gave us some amazing high-flying things in the ring because they both can do it, and it was really good to see. I enjoyed watching it, but Escobar took control of the situation, and he was just able to take control of everything. But surprisingly, I mean, out of nowhere for me, Baron Corbin comes out and came to Cruz aid and took out Angel and Berto, because Berto and them, they all came out. Of course, they were going to do the numbers game, and it was it was a lot of people just interfering, because that's how the fashions work. But Escobar ended up beating Cruz, but then the numbers game took over, and then that's when Baron Corbin comes out and take out Angel and Berto, and just a lot of back and forth. And then Elektra Lopez tripped Cruz on the top rope, and then Escobar rolled him up for a solid match. And it was just a lot of people coming out, interfering, and interference. Apollo Crews was doing his thing, though. He had a good, amount of control of this match. And then it was just like, okay, this person doing this thing. And everybody was coming out. And so it just got to him. And then, like I said, Elektra tripped him on the rope. Santos rolled him up, got the 1, 2, 3. Solid match. It was good. A lot of high flying, which we love. And I was down for it. I was here for it. It was a good match. Yeah, let me see. Then next, of course, we have a confrontation between Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles, but they were supposed to that. But Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson was right there, of course. Why wouldn't they be? AJ is going into this direction now. He goes nowhere without his boys, and there it is. Cody Rhodes said what he wanted to say. He wanted to talk to the man. He wanted to talk man to man, so AJ Styles. So he sent the OC away, and they traded words and they left. But nothing major between that. It's just Cody and AJ talking to get ready for Clash of the Castle and this I Quit match that they're going to have that they had because of recording. Yeah, it was really nothing. But the next match was Nia Jax versus Michin, and they were just taking out their frustrations with each other. Like, it was just a lot of like, it's just back and forth. Michin didn't even wait for Jax to get into the ring before diving into her. Like, it was just like, I'm just getting you. I'm coming at you. I'm getting you. That's it. But Jax, Nia is just too strong. Just very much just outweighed and out strong. Mia, and Jax wins. Nia wins. Not much of a whole lot happening with that. It was just what we expect to see as Queen Nia is taking her reign and being very dominant. And so, yeah, there was that. We had an interesting package where Logan Paul came home and in Puerto Rico to find out that his friend from LA was in town, and he was in the pool. And Logan Paul was like, "My friend from LA, what you talking about?" He's like, "Yeah, your friend from LA is here. He in the pool." And he's like, "What friend from LA? I don't have no friends from LA. What are you talking about? He's supposed to be here." And so he goes out, and it's LA Knight chilling in his pool, like, hey man, where you been? I just been chilling, waiting on you. And so then he gets the phone call, like, oh, okay, yeah, I gotta go. Oh, okay, I gotta go. I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna go, but I wish you would have got here sooner. We could have chopped it up or whatever, but I gotta go. But yeah, I'll see you in Chicago. I'm gonna see you in Chicago next week. And he was like, yeah, I'll see you in Chicago. He's like, yeah, bring the belt. He didn't have the man's belt, chilling by poolside next to him. It was very funny. It was very funny. I laughed. I thought it was hilarious. But the main event was a showdown between Kevin Owens and Solo Sikoa. A match a lot of people probably thought was going to be at Clash of the Castle, but no, it was going to be on SmackDown. And these two, it was everything that you thought it was going to be and everything that you wanted it to be, like hard-hitting match between Kevin Owens and Solo Sikoa, because both of them, that's what they do. They're hard-hitting. They go back and forth. They don't play around with nobody. It's just like no nonsense kind of thing. And they went back and forth. It was a good match. It was definitely the best match of the night. I mean, that's why it was the main event, but that's not saying much because we've seen some main events that were not that great and it ended like, that's it. But no, this was really good because it was very much hard hitting. Kevin Owens was not backing down. Solo was not backing down. They had KO they were just going back and forth. KO would have won. He would have won the fight, but Paul Heyman put Solo Sikoa's foot on the bottom rope. And so KO was going after Paul Heyman for sticking his nose in it. But Solo got him, called him, and gave him 2 Samoa spikes and put him down for the 1, 2, 3. And then immediately Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa came to the ring and attacked Owens until Randy Orton came out for the save. And mayhem ensued, and everybody backed up, and it was that. It was good. It was a good match. Like I said, it was one of the best matches of the night. It was just like the little things that we noticed was that Solo was a little fired up. He was ready for this. And then it was good. I thought it was a very good match. Overall, I think the crowd helped the show seem bigger and more exciting because the crowd was so on fire. Was it the same as the fire from France? No, but it was still good. It was still good. They were rambunctious. It was fun. And I know after watching Clash of the Castle, if you hadn't watched it, you'll realize how rambunctious they were and made it more exciting. And they were ready for Clash of the Castle. So we'll be back to talk about Clash of the Castle tomorrow, though. And that video will be dropping sometime tomorrow night. So just be on the lookout. And you should hit the subscribe button while you're here because that's how you will know when we drop every video. Hit the subscribe and the notification bell because we will be dropping videos regularly throughout the week and talking about Clash at the Castle tomorrow. That video will be tomorrow night. So you might want to check that out. Hit the subscribe button here and all of our other channels. All of those links will be in the description below in our link tree. And you can join our membership. You can follow us on our audio platforms. All of that will be out. All of that is in that link tree below in the description below. Also, you can follow us on all of our socials at the CUP Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You can follow me if you'd like. My Twitter's down there. My Instagram's right there. And do all those things. Follow us if you like. Do all the things. Subscribe. Just keep scrolling down. Get your CUP merch. Not limited to, but including our CUP mug. And you can get this and all of our other CUP merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link is in the description below. And I'm about to get out of here because I think I did everything I can. I talked enough. And I don't want to hold you too long because Why? We got other things to do. You got other shows to listen to. We got other shows that you can listen to. But I appreciate you stopping by the CUP Ringside. We appreciate you subscribe. And we will check you out later on. Cheers. Bye.